Hey everyone, it's the Prison Meddler here. I'm back with another album rank, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I am doing an album rank for Iron Maiden. Finally, and as y'all may know on the title, there's gonna be massive controversy on the list. Like, very controversial, but it's just my opinion and I respect yours. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so my least favorite at the 16th place is gonna have to be Virtual 11. Now, this album is really not that bad, you guys. A lot of people say that this is one of the worst albums they've ever listened to, but for me, I don't really think this album is bad at all. But yes, I think it's their weakest album. Mainly the reason why is because the sound sounds like it hasn't been finished yet, and they sound way off. And Blaze Bayley doesn't sound very good. I like his vocals, but it just doesn't mix with that album. So, this album is pretty much a lot of filler too, with very poor production. The only song I like in this album is Future Real, Klansman, and Don't Look to the Eyes of a Stranger, which is playing right now. But, yeah, this has to be my least favorite Iron Maiden album. Okay, now, coming in at the 15th spot is gonna be Final Frontier. Now, this album isn't bad, but I had to put this as my second least favorite is because I do not like the production on this album. It sounds very muddy, and Bruce's vocals sounded like he has a cold. He sounded like he's sick. But besides the song The Talisman, this album is just pretty much all filler. The reason why I think this album is better than Virtual 11 is because it sounded like it's been finished, but I don't think this album is that great, to be honest. So, but it's okay album. It doesn't mean this album is bad. So, this is gonna have to be at the 15th place. Number 14 is gonna have to be Dance of Death. Yeah, number 14 is Dance of Death. Reason why is because it's just too much filler throughout this album, and it's just very generic. And the production isn't really that great either. And look at the cover art. Looks like animals having an orgy or something. I mean, I don't know what the photo looks like shit, dude. But this album doesn't really sound too bad. It's just the artwork that looks terrible. But, yeah, this album is okay. It's just there are other albums that are better. Alright, 13 is gonna be A Matter of Life and Death. Alright, where is it? Sorry, guys. Alright. Yeah, this album is pretty low for the list, but I had to rank like, it's pretty much the same reason as Dance of Death. A lot of filler through this album, but I think this album is slightly better than Dance of Death just because I feel like the production is better, and I feel like Bruce's vocals are a lot better as well. But that's just pretty much I have to say on this one. I didn't really care for a lot of songs on there, but however, I really enjoyed Different World and the Reincarnation of Benjamin Brigg. I thought those were great songs, but other than that, I just don't really care for this album that much. Okay, number 12, we got No Prayer for the Dying. Now, a lot of people put this as the near bottom of the list. I understand why this album gets so much hate is because it has more of like a raw production, and Bruce sounds very, very sloppy at times, but it has a pretty great songs on there, like the title track, Tail Gunner, Holy Smoke. I feel like this has a lot of great songs on there, but I just don't think I don't think it's very close to their best, however. Okay. Number... Trigger, Warning. 11... It's gonna have to be Killers. Sorry, guys. I have to put this as I have to put this as the 11th place. I understand that this may be low for this list, but here's the reason why I had to put Killers at number 11. For me, it just sounds like most of the songs in there sound like a B-side track from their last album, from their self-titled album. That's how I just don't think this album is good as many other people say, but I do like this album, but I had to rank this very, very low is because I just feel like their other materials are better. Okay, number 11, no, I'm sorry, number 10 is gonna have to be Fear of the Dark. And I don't get, a lot of people hate this album too. I don't see what's wrong. I don't get what's wrong with this album. I thought this was a solid album, but whatever. I just thought it's pretty decent, but it just has a few fillers here and there, but I just don't think this album is bad at all. But it's a lot better than No Prayer for the Dying, however. Favorite songs would be Quick or Be Dead, From Here to Eternity, Afraid to Shoot Strangers, Fear's the Key, Wasting Love, Fugitive, Chains of Misery, Weekend Warrior, and the title track, Fear of the Dark. And this is their last album with Bruce on vocals until Brave New World. But I just thought this was a great album. I just don't get why this album so much negative or mixed reviews on this album. I thought this was a great album. Yes, Number of the Beast, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know this is very low for this list, but this album is so overrated in my opinion. But this doesn't mean this album is bad at all. Okay, this album is not bad. I really like this album, but I feel like this is their most mainstream album. But I know it's not really a good reason, but I just had to put this at the almost at the middle of this list because I just think their top 8 albums are better than this album. I know a lot of y'all thought I was gonna put this at number 1 or 2, but this is a ninth. This is my ninth favorite. So, sorry, not sorry. Sorry, guys, not really. But like I said, it's a really great album, though. Don't get me wrong. Alright, number 8 is gonna be, number 8 is X Factor. Now, again, I don't get what's wrong with this album either. I thought this album is really good. I understand that, they don't have, Bruce. This is their first album with Blaze Bayley on vocals, but I just really like this album a lot. Mainly because it just has a dark theme sounding into it, and I just thought the production is amazing. I pretty much like almost every song from there, and this is probably Iron Maiden's most underrated album, in my opinion. It's just a lot of great songs on this album. I just really like Blaze singing on this album. I think he really did a great job. If this wasn't an Iron Maiden album, or if this was their debut album, this album would get so much praise. I'm pretty sure it probably will, but I don't know, man. This may not sound like Iron Maiden, but whatever it is, I like it. But I thought this was a very great album. Yes, I like this album more than Number of the Beast. But yeah, this has to come in at number 8. Okay, number 7 is gonna be Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Now, this is a concept album, and definitely an 80s classic, but I know this album may be a bit low for this list, but I just don't know where else to put it. I just thought their other materials are better, but I just thought from start to finish, every song is great. There's no filler at all on this album. It has a lot of progressive stuff into it, and it's just like it's like a story. The lyrics is more like a storytelling to you, and it just fits very well for this album. That's why I really like this album. This comes in at the 7th spot. Okay, 6th is their latest album, The Book of Souls. So yeah, this album has been a lot of improvement from their last 3 albums. Yes, I know this album is pretty long, but I really enjoy this album. This album reminds me of Seventh Son of the Seventh Son a bit, but I just really enjoy this album a lot. And this has to be, I just had to put this in my top 10. And from start to finish, every song is pretty much a masterpiece. It's just definitely, this would definitely be a future classic right here. And it has a lot of old school vibes to it. And Bruce's voice sounded much better. It's just amazing. Number 5, we got Brave New World. This is a great Return to Roots album. I thought this was I thought this was a great Return to Roots album. This is their first album to bring back Bruce Dickinson and who is that guitarist? Adrian Smith. This is their first album to bring back Bruce Dickinson and Adrian Smith. But I thought this is a real Return to Roots album. It's just a lot of progressive stuff into it, and every song is pretty much a 10 out of 10. Just without a doubt. And Bruce has one of the best singing voices on this album. Listen, I'm playing Blood Brothers right now. Look. Holy shit, who can fucking sing like Bruce, dude? This is a real metal singer right here. Okay, are we at the top 4? Wait, what minute are we at right now? Oh, 16 minutes? I thought it was longer. Okay, number 4, Power Slave. Definitely a masterpiece album. Without a doubt, this album is pretty much perfect from start to finish. But especially the song Rhine of the Ancient Mariner. I thought this was an epic conclusion of this album. Just start to finish. I don't know what else to say. This is definitely a classic album for sure. Sorry if I'm not saying much, but but just definitely classic. Excuse me. Okay, number 3. We got number 3 is their self-titled album. Yeah, this is their debut album, and every song is just perfect. Paul Di'Anno's voice is fantastic. I can't even, but I don't know who's better, Paul Di'Anno or Bruce Dickinson, but this may be a controversial choice. I can't even tell which one, but I know they're both better than Blaze Bayley. I mean, don't get me wrong, Blaze Bayley is a great vocalist, but I just don't think he fits very well with Iron Maiden. Pretty much every single song is perfect, especially the song Phantom of the Opera, which is one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs of all time. Just severely underrated. Just the riffs, the music, pretty much everything on this album is amazing. Definitely a classic album. Can't believe it's almost 40 years. Well, even though I can't believe it's I'm about to be 20, even though I'm 23 years old, it's just like I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying I can't believe it's about to be 40 years old. I'm only 23, so whatever. All right. Top 2. Number 2 is Peace of Mind. Again, another masterpiece album from start to finish. Iron Maiden is just, I feel like this album has more, I feel like this album up until No Prayer Until Dying, I feel like Bruce's voice gets much better and better and better, and the song, it's just, I just feel like this album is just fantastic. I just like this. Every song on there is amazing. Where Eagles Dare, Revelation, Fight of Icarus, Die with the Trooper. Everything on this album is just perfect. There's nothing bad about this album. 0% filler. That's what this album is. It's 0% filler. This album is 100% for sure. Alright, now number one, my favorite Iron Maiden album is Somewhere in Time. This is my favorite Iron Maiden album. I just love this album. I feel like every single song, I think this is their only album with a synth guitar in it or with keyboard sound, but I really enjoy this. This album is just one of my favorite metal albums of all time. Without a doubt. I just fucking love this album. I'm gonna play some songs. It's like this album is definitely playing at my funeral from start to finish. From Caught Somewhere in Time, Wasted Years, Sea of Madness, Heaven Couldn't Wait. Every single fucking song is just perfect, man. I mean, this is just... Yeah, that's all I have to say. This is just perfect. Now, this is my controversial ranking of Iron Maiden, and what is your ranking of Iron Maiden? I would love to see what you put in the comments. So, yeah, I've been wanting to do this, and I know some of y'all are waiting for it, but that's what you get. That's my honest ranking on Iron Maiden albums. So, I'm gonna see y'all. I'll talk to y'all next time, and I'm planning on doing top 10 albums that don't deserve hate soon. I just need some. Actually, my top 15, not my top 10. My bad. But yeah, be sure to turn on your notifications. It'll be out soon. I don't know when, but I promise y'all it'll be here. So, and I'll talk to y'all next time. So, take care. Don't worry about that coronavirus shit. It's all a bunch of fake news bullshit. But still, be healthy. Wash your hands after you take a shit or piss, whatever. Stay healthy. Eat healthy foods. Take care. Take it easy. Peace.